that camera up. There we go. There we go. Ah, dude, ESPN is utterly ridiculous. ESPN is utterly ridiculous. Oh my gosh, it's like, I swear, dude, it's like it's a meme at this point. Like their top 100 lists, it's a meme. Okay, it's a meme at this point. It is utterly ridiculous. What's up, diplomat? It's ridiculous. ESPN lists are a joke. What's up, Manuel? They're a joke. They're a joke. Before we start talking about this, if you haven't already, please join the Spurs group chat. I got the link below. I just got it labeled chat and then a link straight to it. Okay, so just join that, and yeah, we're gonna get that popping. I know the last one we had, it kind of died down, but I'm definitely gonna have some things popping in a little bit more. But yeah, dude, I have to say, it's ridiculous. What's up, Corey? What's up, Texas Beerman? It's ridiculous, guys. It's ridiculous. If you haven't heard, of course, another. I know, why do they hate us, Jason? Another stupid ESPN top 100 list came out, in which our boy DeMar DeRozan. Now, okay, first off, let's talk about LaMarcus Aldridge. I think I put the thumbnail on there. I can't remember where Aldridge was, but he was he like 96, right? I'll start with Aldridge. So where was Aldridge? The biggest one is DeMar. That's the one that's like, bro, what the F? But we can even start with LA. So LA was like 90. Maybe somebody can tell me. I forgot what I put on what's on the thumbnail. He was like he was in the 90s though, like 95, I think. I'm gonna go with 95. I think he's 95. Yeah, okay, 95. Greg just says 95. Yeah, it was 95. And then Derek White was 97. Yeah, okay. With that, look, man, LaMarcus Aldridge. I'm not the biggest LA fan, but let's be completely honest. He is a all-star. He's not only is he an all-star, he's one of the top, currently one of the top power forwards in the NBA. Currently, I would say he's one of the top power forwards in the NBA. He scores on a pretty consistent basis. I mean, he's a high volume scorer. He's a pretty good defender. But as far as power forwards, I mean, that's kind of dying down, but he's top power forward in the NBA. Now, if you start looking, like, I don't even want to think about, like, the people they put in ahead of him. Of course, they put people like Davis Bertans and Lonzo Ball, and it's like, okay, yes, that's crazy. But even on the basis of, let's say everybody is that good, or it's going to be a close race, which is not a close race, but let's say it is a close race. There's no way in the hell LA, based on what he does on the court currently, should be that high on the list. That is crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, no nationally televised games. That's right. But the Pelicans got some. It's crazy. Well, that's because Zion, I'm sure. But it's crazy. He should not be that high, LA. And, I don't even want to harp on LA because, sure, LA has some slip-ups, and he's, a lot of people see him as kind of declining in his career. But if we go ahead and just talk about DeMar DeRozan, okay? Let's get on DeMar DeRozan. Now, this is the one where it's just straight up blasphemy, okay? It's straight up blasphemy. When I think of DeMar DeRozan, he's a all-star. He's not quite a superstar. Some people will call him a superstar, okay? But I wouldn't call him a superstar, me personally. I would just say he's a star, maybe all-star, but a star. And I would say he's on the higher echelon of those stars, like of those all-stars. Now, with that being said, think of it in this perspective. Now, they put him at 83, I believe, right? I think it's 83. And they put DeJounte Murray at 84. Or maybe they put DeMar at 83, 82. I don't remember. But he's in the 80s, okay? It's like 83, 82, or whatever. Barely cracking the top 100. That is crazy. But anyway, think of it like this, all right? So, you got DeMar DeRozan. and he's a all-star slash just I would say it's just star period, higher echelon of those type of players. Now look around the NBA, okay? Now some people might say, well, no, maybe he is an 80, in the 80s. There's a lot of talent in the NBA. Think of it like this: there's 32 teams, okay? And let's just take us out, all right? Let's just say it's 31. Let's say it's 31 teams in the NBA. Each one of these teams, if you really think about it, each one of these teams have about 2 superstars, if that, sometimes 2 superstars. So that would be a total of 62 players. So you're telling me that the players that aren't the superstars on the team or aren't the stars on the team, he's not even better than them? So he's not even better than like a role player on the Bucks, I guess. Like that's crazy, because that just doesn't make any sense. When he's a top all-star in the league, he would crack that easy. He would crack the 60s easy. So I don't understand how is 20 more spots ahead of him. It just doesn't make sense. Each team in the NBA, if he's an all-star and he's like the star of the team, which that's what DeMar DeRozan is, he's the star of the team. If you look around the league, teams don't have more than 2 superstars. It's sometimes only 1 superstar or a couple stars. There aren't any teams right now currently I can think of with like 3 stars right now. I mean, yeah, you got, Kyrie, KD. I don't think, other than those 2, I don't think there's a debate that DeMar is better than anybody else on that team. Of course he's better than anybody else on the team. I think of the Bucks. I think it's apart from Giannis, DeMar should be considered better than everyone else on that team. When I think of the Warriors, I know Klay's hurt, but you got Klay and Steph, and I would say those 2 are better than DeMar. I would be fair. But he's better than Draymond Green, or better than, I don't know. I didn't see exactly who all was ahead of him. I just saw like a select few names, like Bertans, and that's where I'm like, yo, I don't know what the hell y'all are doing, what you guys are talking about. They put Tyler Hero ahead of him, far ahead of him, and I guess it's really not fair, because Tyler Hero's, he's super young. We haven't seen enough of him to say definitively that he's better than DeMar DeRozan. Maybe it's just part of us not making the playoffs. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me. DeJounte Murray being 82, 84 or something like that. I guess look, I say it's fair because Murray has a lot to show. Okay, he has a lot to show. Now, when it comes down to it, would I take Lonzo Ball or DeJounte? I would probably take DeJounte. Just his attitude, approach to the game. I'm not saying Lonzo has a bad attitude or anything. It's just overall, I think DeJounte Murray in the long haul will be a better player than Lonzo. But sure, whatever, Okay, you put those players ahead of him, whatever. He has a lot to show. But then, okay, with Derek White, I don't understand Derek White being that high. Like, why is Derek White 97? Derek White's better than... See, that shows they don't watch the games, and they don't know what's going on. Derek White is better than DeJounte Murray. And just based on play alone, just with our team right now, I would say he's quite better than DeJounte Murray. You don't think Derek White's better than DeJounte Murray? No. I don't think DJ's better than White. I don't think DJ have shown that he's better than White. But not only that, like even on the simplest of bases, like if we're not even thinking about DJ versus White should not be 97. I'm sorry. There aren't 96 players better than Derek White. I think Derek White is better than... Look, I just take one player in particular. I'll have to look at the whole list, to be honest with you guys. You guys can throw out some of the people that's on the list that they have ahead of some of our guys. But, the one that just sticks out to me like a sore thumb is Bertans. Bertans isn't better than Derek White. Derek White is not 97. All right, that's my point. Derek White is not 97. You can make a point, or that DJ could be 80s. I mean, that's great that DJ made the 80s. This last season, I know he's coming off an injury and stuff. This last season wasn't the best for DJ. He had his moments, but it wasn't the best for him. I mean, this wasn't his best defensive year. You could just tell that his defense wasn't as great as it usually or typically is. And a lot of that has to do with him having to be the main defender at times. And previous teams that he's been on maybe been a little better defensively. But besides that, I mean, what I'm saying is it just doesn't make sense for Derek White. Am I crazy here? First off, we can start there. Do you think that DJ's better than Derek White? I don't think DJ's better than Derek White. I think he has potential. I think he has potential to be better than Derek White, obviously. I mean, based on his... when I think of Derek White, I see Derek White's ceiling. I don't see DJ's ceiling yet. But I see Derek White's ceiling. Derek White is close to his ceiling. He becomes better scoring consistently. That's kind of his potential right there. That's as good as it gets. I mean, I don't think he'll be a superstar or nothing like that. DJ... he has the capability of becoming a star. I don't know about superstar, but a star. But he's nowhere near that right now. Yeah, there you go. DJ has a higher ceiling, but I don't think he's better than Derek White. I don't think he's better than Derek White. That doesn't even mean when his career is all over and done that he will end up being better than Derek White. It just means that he has the potential to be. The media just hates the Spurs. I think they just kind of, I don't know. What, Ruru? No, not Ruru. Ruru, stop the bias. DJ is better than White. White has progressed due to Pop's coaching. Really? Come on, Ruru. I usually agree with your takes. Come on. I'm not being biased here. I'm not being biased. If DJ was better than White, I would say it. Yeah, not Ruru. No, White's better. Yeah, that's what I thought. I think White's better. I think he's a better on-ball defender. I think he's a better decision maker. I think he's a more consistent scorer. I think he's a better passer. What does DJ do that's better than Derek White? I just want to know, what does DJ do that's better than Derek White? Yeah, he impacts the I mean, DJ has the capability of being better than Derek White. I'm not saying he won't be. I think DJ has a lot in his arsenal. The only thing that DJ does better than Derek White is I think he's more charismatic than Derek White. That's it. Derek White has been a consistently great defender. And DJ can be, but sometimes DJ, he gets too antsy sometimes, He reaches sometimes when he shouldn't. He jumps sometimes when he shouldn't. He relies on his athletic ability oftentimes. And Derek White is a lot of brain. He's very smart the way he plays. As of now, Derek White is better than DeJounte. Also, we haven't seen DeJounte in his peak play yet. We shall see. Yeah. I mean, as of right now, I would say, as far as our young guys, I think Derek White's the best out of the young guys, out of the young core. And that's I don't know who would be second. I want to say DJ, but then I also want to say Lonnie, but then at the same time, Lonnie has been consistent enough. He's been consistent, but not consistent enough. I guess DJ would just be second, I guess. And then maybe, I don't know, it might be just a tie between those three. Keldon is awesome, but I don't see Keldon. But yeah, I would go with Keldon. I think Keldon's a fair one. Keldon second. Keldon with DJ. I don't know. I'll tie all of them. I don't know. Except for Derek White. Derek White is far better right now than... really, let's think about it. You think about Derek White, DeJounte, or Derek White and the other young guys in general. We've actually been able to put the team on Derek White's back. Okay? Like, we've been in positions where we put the team on Derek White's back, and he's delivered. He's done it quite a few times now. I don't recall us doing that with DJ too often, let alone the playoffs. Definitely not the playoffs. But we've had at least a game in the playoffs, a couple games in the playoffs, where we put it on Derek White's shoulders. And in the bubble, he was like amazing. What's up, Cody? I thought you said hey already. Was that a different Cody? Yeah, Lonnie needs to learn how to officially finish. Dude, we're getting off topic. Listen, we're getting like way off topic. Listen, ESPN is really screwing us over. White is better. Yeah, I agree, Joey. I just don't see. I mean, maybe did I miss? Because I wanted Ruru to respond because she usually has some good takes. I really want to know, like, okay, DJ is longer. He's a better defender. He drives to the rim better. White is a better shooter, on-ball defender, a high court awareness. The only thing I disagree with you with is DJ being a better defender. I don't think DJ is a better defender than Derek White. I'm sorry. I don't see it. He is longer, so what you're saying is, basically everything you said though, Ruru, is just that DJ has it has more athleticism. More athleticism, which helps him get to the rim, and you know he has a better body on him, I guess. I mean, that's about it. I mean, that's not, to me. I don't think that makes you a better player than somebody else. I don't think he's a better defender than Derek White. I'm sorry. I watched a lot of it. I don't see it. I don't see him being a better defender than Derek White. I think Derek White is a much better defender. Well, not much better. I won't say that. He's not a much better defender. I think Derek White is a better defender. He can do basically the same thing. It just looks different. It just looks different. He's quicker off his feet. He's a better, decision maker on defense. I mean, he can guard Derek White can guard anybody. I mean, I just don't see. If you said that they're equal, I'll take that. But I don't think he's a better defender. White is an elite defender. Yeah. White's an elite defender, and DJ is not a bad defender. It's just that this past season, I've noticed DJ get too antsy. I've noticed DJ not play as great defense as he normally does, or that he's capable of doing. And I think that's a mental thing. I think that's also just the fact that he's been injured and he just came back. I think it has to do with that as well, but. No. Derek White is top defender on the team. Did you not see DJ block 7-footers? He can guard all positions. He has a higher defensive IQ. He don't have a higher defensive IQ than Derek White. And Derek White can block 7-footers. He's done it. Like, come on, Ruru. Derek White has done the same thing. And I will not say DJ has a higher defensive IQ than Derek White. There's oftentimes, this last season, okay, I'm just basing off what I see right now. This season could change and everything be different. But as of right now, if you even think about our team didn't look that good until they started Derek White. And our second unit looked better. And Derek White's defense was just overall a little bit better. Like because when I was thinking of DeJounte Murray, a lot of times with DeJounte Murray, he was reaching too often. Even one of the bubble games, everyone blames on who? DeJounte. Everyone blames it on DeJounte. The game, who are we playing? But they blame it on DeJounte because of his bad defense. In the last moment, like at the end of the fourth quarter. What game is it? The Sixers. There you go. I mean, yeah, it's one, but you know what I'm saying. Like, look, one game isn't a big deal, but then when it's one game and you only have 8 to play, it is a big deal. I mean, it'll be one thing, one game out of all the games we're talking about, but this was actually a really important game. But that's what I'm saying. It was stuff like that. That wasn't the only time, though. It was stuff like that where I saw it often. But that's not. I'm not saying I think I don't know. I think people misinterpret me saying Derek White is better as me saying DeJounte Murray, therefore DeJounte Murray sucks. And that's not what I'm saying. I think DeJounte Murray has more potential than Derek White. I'll keep saying that. I think he has more potential. I think he can be better than Derek White, but that doesn't mean he's better. Just because he can be doesn't mean he's better. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm sorry. I guess I don't know. But yeah, I refuse. I will not accept that. I will not accept that. I will argue all day with that statement that DeJounte's better or like higher defensive IQ than Derek White. I don't see that. I don't know. Are you there in OOC show tonight, Cody? 7:30. Yes, sir. Ruru roasted you? What Ruru say? What Ruru say? What'd you say, Ruru? Nobody said White don't have a high defensive IQ, but Murray has a higher one. Murray pushes White on defense. White pushes Murray on offense. Murray pushes White on defense? What are you talking about? Pushes White on defense? What? Derek White was playing great defense before DeJounte even came back. He was the top defender on the team when DeJounte was injured. He was the best defender we've seen, obviously post Kawhi. He was playing the best defense we've seen in a minute. Like I don't know what you mean. What? Earlier she said your feelings getting to me. It is. She hurt my feelings with that. Just started a petition where we demand ESPN writers. DJ does not defend, only wants to steal the ball. The game against Philly tells us DJ does not want to defend. He only wants to steal the ball. That's what I'm saying. DJ, I don't think. Look, I think DJ has the same has going on. Okay, I don't think that it's a matter of DJ being selfish or anything like that or nothing like that. I think that what it is with DJ and defense is I think it's the same thing with Lonnie, where Lonnie early on kind of relied a lot on his athletic ability, and he would just try to make things happen just based on that. He wouldn't. Obviously, DeJounte plays better on-ball defense than Lonnie, like easy. But I think that's what it is with Murray. Murray has too many chances. A point to want to do that, he's too often. He's always taking chances. He's always taking chances. No, he was not. Stop the cap. Wait, I missed it. Hence, he was trying to make all defense as well, but White is better offensively at the moment. Murray definitely. I don't know what you mean. Yes. DeJounte Murray encourages everybody. Everybody on the team encourages everybody. Like, what does that mean? I thought that what you were trying to say is DJ makes Derek White better at defense, but I don't see that. I mean, I think about the season before this one, where White was the only defender. DeJounte Murray wasn't even there. I don't know. And Derek White has always been a good defender. He's always been a good defender. He's always been a good defender. I don't see it. I'm sorry. I don't see it. And on the flip side, where you're saying Derek White encourages DeJounte offensively, I guess, because you mean when I don't know what you mean by. Do you mean when Derek White is running point guard? Because yeah, he sets them up nice. I mean, he sets up everybody nice. And I mean, he's good offensively. I don't think Derek White is consistent enough offensively, but he's good offensively. I don't see it though. I'm sorry, I don't see it. I'm trying. I don't see it. Far better defender. I don't see it. I get it. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I would even go as far as say you look at Derek White. Derek White charges this season. That's defense. And that's another thing about Derek White too. Like a lot of his stuff don't really show up in the stat sheet. DeJounte takes a lot of chances, and he'll get some steals, get quite a few blocks. Derek White gets blocks too, but he'll get quite a few steals and stuff like that. A lot of Derek White's defense don't show up on the stat sheet, like charges and I don't know, just great on-ball defense. I don't know. I don't know. I don't see it. I'm sorry. I don't see it. I think Derek White's the best defender on the team. Sorry. I think he's the most consistent. I think that I just think he's the most consistent defender. But Clan, do we call Lowry a good defender because he takes charges? No. You said no. That wasn't me saying it. You're saying no. Yeah, we do. Yeah. Lots of people call Kyle Lowry a good defender. Like, what are you talking about? Like, yes. Yes, people call Kyle Lowry a good defender. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Like, come on, man. And what standards is a defender good? It's hard to score on them. They take chances. They're consistent on defense. They get charges. Dive for loose balls, I would say, is part of being a good defender. Get deflections. Just anything where it's just not easy for you to score, or they make it pretty hard on you to score. Obviously, like Bryn Forbes, right? Bryn Forbes fundamentally can play good defense, but we all know that he could get scored on at any given moment. That's not the same thing with Derek White. And obviously, I'm saying Derek White and DeJounte are both good defenders. The reason why I'm saying Derek White is a better defender is because I feel like they do everything super similar. They play a little different. Everything's super similar, but the only difference is I think Derek White's getting more charges, and I think he has higher defensive IQ. He doesn't go for too many loose balls. He tries to, well, not loose balls. He goes for loose balls, but yeah, he plays a little different. He doesn't take too many chances. He plays smarter. So I would say he's a better defender. Keldon is the only one who I see show heart on this team, to be honest. Oh, okay. I don't know what team you watching. Keldon is not the only one. I mean, DeJounte shows heart. DeJounte shows heart. He just got, he just got to work on some stuff, but he shows heart. Derek White shows heart. Oftentimes DeMar shows heart. I don't think he gets enough credit. Patty Mills, obviously, that's an easy one. Jakob shows heart. Drew Eubanks is just a monster. Like, he shows heart. He plays tough. I think our biggest strength last season was our toughness, and we just never played off of it. We kept going to, let's put in Bryn, let's try to get some threes. Let's Marco, let's try to get some threes. And it was like, dude, we're doing like the third good thing we're good at, and not the first good thing we're good at, which is defense and being tough. But no. You said DeJounte, White, are inconsistent with it. With heart, they play hard every night. I mean, maybe DeMar sometimes slips up, but DJ and Derek White plays hard every single night. Don't get DeJounte being inconsistent offensively as him not having heart. That's just like that's in the skill realm. You know what I mean? He's out there. He's trying to score. He's not like taking a night off. He's out there playing hard. And yeah, and right. Yeah, and you're right, Northwest. DeMar does show up. I don't mean to, like, I don't want to dog on DeMar, because plenty of us dog on DeMar. Like, DeMar shows up most of the time. Like, he's usually there. He's usually engaged. The biggest problems with DeMar is similar to what Rob said. SPURS film room. He told me this, and I didn't even think about it, but we did a pod like a while ago. It was after Game 7, and how irritated he was with DeMar during that series because DeMar kept getting out of himself and start doing all kinds of crazy stuff, like getting kicked out of the game and all that good stuff. So that's probably my biggest concern with DeMar too. Is like, dude, don't get mad at the refs. Like, it's relax. What up, Clan Spurs fan? Man, always drive. Man, it's relaxing, dude. Driving's relaxing. Driving relaxing. It's like I'm just chilling with you guys, and you guys are like in the back seat, and we just having a conversation. I'm sorry I yelled at you, Brew. I'm sorry I yelled at you. If I yelled at you. But your take is awful. I'm sorry. It's awful. It's not awful, but it's pretty bad. Berton's like 20 spots above DeMar. Yeah, that's crazy. I think Berton's 61. That's crazy. Like, who else is on that list? Can somebody tell me? Tyler Hero is like, okay, I'll accept it. All right, he's a phenomenal player, and that will still fit into my whole theory that most teams have 2 stars on the team. Okay, so I'll accept that because it will be Tyler Hero and Jimmy Butler. I accept it, and maybe one more player. It was his name, Adebayo. I can't remember his name. I don't think he's better than DeMar, but he's a fine, good player. But who else do they have? Like, just crazy names. I mean, listen, when you get up to 83, you're gonna have plenty of people. You could probably just close your eyes and pick a name and be like, oh yeah, that's BS. That he's better than DeMar DeRozan. Who? Hero is overrated. You think Hero's overrated? He had one good playoff series, and ESPN thinks he's a top. No, he was having a good season. It wasn't just that series. He was having a good season. And he's so young. That's why people were like, damn. But like you said, I mean, maybe he could be overrated, you know. You don't have a lot of tape on him, so it's kind of hard to adjust to it. But then again, I mean, it's NBA, and it's not like NFL, you know, where tape matters the most. It kind of, not as much. I mean, they got so many games. There's no way they're sitting there watching full-blown tape, analyzing, you know, every night or preparing, as well as NFL players can prepare for games, you know. Anybody who made the playoffs, it seems, are better. OG ain't better. Siakam ain't better. Yeah. Siakam ain't. Well, I don't know. Well, I don't know about the Siakam one. I don't know. I don't think OG is, but Siakam, I don't know. Do you think? I don't know. Siakam kind of nasty. I'm not gonna lie. Now, statistic wise, of course, I'm pretty sure statistically DeMar is better, but I don't know, man. Yeah, Lonzo should be ranked that high. But what about Siakam? Do you guys agree with Ruru that Siakam isn't better than DeMar? I don't know. Hey, by the way, if you haven't already, join the group chat. Link below. I put it all caps chat with the link. Just follow that. Download the Flick app. I'm getting it back popping because honestly, I allowed it to die, and yeah, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it back popping. It's not gonna die no more. We're not having that. Wait, y'all still use Flick? I'm back on Flick. They added so much to it, man. It's been a while because they end up DMing me about it. Flick did, and they were like, "Hey, you know, you need to get that back popping because we added all this new stuff." And I'm like, "What?" It is cool though. They added quite a bit. I like the live. We only used it once, but I love that live. What's it called? Live games where they show the score, like the live score, and you live chat on that. That was way better than what it was before. So I'm definitely going to be using that, especially when the season start up. Even when I'm live with OOC, a couple of those games, I'm still using it. Like, I'm gonna use it while we're live. Like, I don't care. I have to. It's so good. So you went back and checked it and it's dead, Gio. It's just now popping back, dude. It just popped back up. It's quite a few. If you go to the new members tab where everybody's like kind of introducing themselves, that's where you can see like where a lot of people are starting to come in. But anyway, Siakam. Is Siakam better? Siakam has not surpassed his teacher. DeMar gets him every matchup. I guess that's true, yeah. Siakam's good, but yeah, you're right. You're right. I guess, you know, sometimes I get clouded by that championship as well. Because I actually do believe that Siakam showed up for that championship. I do. I feel like he showed up for that championship. But then again, you can't say, oh, would DeMar have shown up? But then again, it's like, would they have gotten there? Like, if you replace Siakam with DeMar, do they still get there? Maybe. Maybe not. Siakam's a great defender. A really good defender. I don't know. Oh, yeah, easy. No. I agree with you. If it wasn't for Lowry, they wouldn't have won that. Yeah, easy. I know. They rank Zach LaVine. Now, that's wait. Oh, you said Zach LaVine low? But was Zach LaVine ahead of DeMar? Because that's BS too. I think it really did come down to who made the playoffs, and I think that's why they kind of did some of that too. I think it came down to that too, like who made the playoffs. Man, I'm hungry, guys. I'm hungry. They definitely get there with DeMar, Kawhi, and Kyle. Okay. Can't disagree with that. LaVine over DeMar isn't terrible. You don't think so? I think DeMar's better than LaVine. Zach LaVine is pretty good. Bradley Beal should be ahead of DeMar. I mean, I can think of a few players. Donovan Mitchell should be ahead of him. I don't know if I'll put Rudy Gobert ahead of him. I don't think I would. DeMar is better, obviously. Oh, I got you. Mainstream media loves Pop, but not his team. Mainstream media does love Pop. I don't think. Okay, I know I put in the thumbnail that or on the title that ESPN hates us. I don't think they hate us. I think that they just don't care. I think that they don't pay attention. And I think that whoever makes these lists over at ESPN just don't pay attention to anything. Like for instance, I think ESPN is like the GameSpot of sports. That's my opinion. They are the GameSpot of sports. And if you guys don't know what GameSpot is basically like a it's like a game media platform in which they talk about video games and give their rankings on stuff and talk about certain features. Like, they are like the GameSpot of sports. Because one thing that GameSpot does is they're always wrong. And like, I know sometimes you can be like, oh, it's an opinion. No. Sometimes you're just wrong. Like, when you don't know what you're talking about, you're just wrong. You're just wrong. Like, what if my opinion was I think Kyle Lowry's better than Michael Jordan? I'm wrong. There is no, oh, that's just your opinion. No, you're actually just wrong. Some opinions can be wrong. Not every opinion should be valued as a good one. That's just me. You're just wrong. Now it could be, now if somebody said I think Kobe Bryant's better than Michael Jordan, I would say that you're wrong, but you know what? Hey, you have a valid reason to believe that, or valid reason to think that. It's valid enough. Or even the LeBron and Michael Jordan argument. Even though I would call you wrong, you're gonna have enough good points about LeBron being better than Michael Jordan. So I mean, then than, you know, another player being better than Michael Jordan. But what I'm saying is some opinions are just stupid. Like GameSpot, I don't know if you guys heard of it. Obviously, your boy getting Cyberpunk. I got it downloaded already. I'm hyped for that. I think it's tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, I'm on it. Midnight, boom, I'm on that. I might stream. Should I stream? Should I stream this channel? I might stream to this channel. I might do that. But anyways, that's besides the point. What I'm trying to say is, what am I trying to say? What was I saying? Oh, yeah, GameSpot. GameSpot's review of Cyberpunk came out, and it was like the worst thing I've ever heard in my entire life. They gave it a 7 out of 10, but basically the person who reviewed it said that she didn't even like play through certain stuff, and she didn't pay attention to any of the loot, and she didn't care about this, and she said it was too much to do in the game that didn't relate to the story, and there were side quests that had nothing to do with anything. Basically, her whole like review of it was, I didn't do anything in the game, therefore it doesn't exist. I don't know. I don't know. But my point is, that's what ESPN seems like they do. Like, you're not analyzing these players fully to make this list. Like, there's no way somebody that actually is paying attention to every single team that actually cares is would put DeMar that low. I think it's a matter of I think they also know that it's the Spurs, okay? And when it's the Spurs, it's kind of like, it's not going to be a huge uproar, all right? I mean, uproar. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But it's not going to be like everybody getting mad about it. Spurs fans will, but not really. I mean, even us will be like, oh, we get this all the time. Like, they always do this to us. And then other teams, they're going to be good because you know they're going to make sure the Lakers, you know, LeBron is up there, okay? They're going to make sure, like, they're going to get the easy ones down. By the way, who was number one? James Harden isn't a good leader. I agree. I don't wish any harm on Harden. I just don't respect him. Giannis was number one? Giannis was number one? I don't think I put Giannis number one. Not after the bubble. I can't. He got a lot to work on. But I love Giannis too, by the way. I think he's my favorite player. I would say Giannis is my favorite player. LeBron James was number one. I'm not the biggest fan of LeBron James, but he's best player right now, in my opinion. I think LeBron is the best player right now. And you know, I want to say I'm reluctant to say. Well, I don't know, man. Okay, he is the best healthy player right now. We'll just say that, okay? Is that fair? AD by far. I don't think AD's better than LeBron. LeBron has even at this age, I think LeBron could carry a team deep in the playoffs, just kind of by himself, just by being LeBron. I don't think AD can do that by himself. But LeBron James is really good. You know, I know it's like I hate on LeBron a lot. Like, people are like, oh, you always hate on LeBron. But what I will say is he does make other players better. He brings out the best in guys all the time. Like, he always does it. And that's one thing that I can respect him for. He always does it. Always. You're gonna get the best team when LeBron's on the court. The problem comes when people start comparing him to Michael Jordan and all this other stuff. It's like, okay, calm down. He's not that, because I don't think he's that clutch. But anyway, that's besides the point. Yeah, I think KD, you said perhaps KD can challenge, but I think KD when healthy is better. I think KD when healthy is better than LeBron. Man, the Warriors screwed KD. Oh, man, that was terrible. They deserved everything they got, though. That was terrible. Forcing that man, or they didn't force him to play, but, I mean, he definitely felt as if he had to play. And he really shouldn't have. They might curse their team with that. Now Clay can't stay healthy. He's like, oh, they might have really messed their team up. People still pay attention to ESPN. Astonishing, really. Yeah, it is weird because I mean, even if I think of ESPN, like shows, they're trash. They're trash. I mean, I guess all those sports shows are kind of trash, but especially ESPN. First Take sucks, dude. Like First Take sucks. I'm sorry. Like I don't know, man. I feel like Stephen A. Smith has just become kind of a caricature of himself. Freaking, what's the other guy on there? I think Will Kane is cool when he comes, but yeah, I just don't. I hate it. I mean, I just hate it. I hate First Take. Stephen A. Smith is kind of annoying at this point. And then Molly is just, oh my gosh, dude. Oh my gosh, the worst moderator of all time. Like, oh my gosh. It's like, it just feels like nepotism going on. The fact that she even works there. It's so weird. It's so weird that she got that job. It's so weird that she kept that job. She's so annoying. Like, and I'm not saying, oh, she can't have an opinion. Like, oh, don't you speak. Like, no. Like, I'm cool, like, listening to any opinion. But her opinions are just like, okay, you're butting in. Like, this isn't about you. The point of the show is basically to hear Stephen A. Smith argue. That's basically it. Laugh, have a good time, see Stephen A. Smith argue, see what his point of view is on it, and go about your business. But she just wants to butt in and stop people from speaking while they're in the middle of speaking. You can tell that everybody that comes on the show gets irritated by her. I cannot stand Molly Qerim. She is so annoying. She is so annoying. And she's rude, and it's just like, what turned me off from First Take officially was her take on Zeke. When Zeke had that was it domestic? Yeah, it was like a domestic dispute, or he was getting like those accusations, right? Those accusations. And there was plenty of accusations to point towards that maybe they weren't 100% accurate. Okay? Me personally, I'm always on the side of listen to the victim first and don't, victim shame anybody. But in the case of Zeke, it was a lot going on. This is not me being biased because I'm a Cowboys fan. It was a lot going on where I was like, okay, this looks weird. Like the stuff that she was texting him, like really weird stuff, basically saying that I'm gonna ruin your career. Telling people, actually proof that she was telling people to lie to the police. It was a lot of stuff going on. And instead of Molly taking like a moderate, position on it, she went in on Zeke, and it was like, dude, we don't know how accurate some of this stuff is, and I don't know if Zeke necessarily deserves it. Like, we don't know. We don't know. If he did it, like, yes, screw Zeke. But in that moment, it was so much weird information, and Molly was terrible handling that. She was very irresponsible. She was very irresponsible. Yeah, she was very irresponsible. I saw somebody mention Skip and Shannon. I like Skip and Shannon. And it's not a matter of me liking them because their takes are so good. Not really. I just think they're funny. I think they're funny. I think they're fun to be around. I don't take everything they say serious. I think when they talk about, social justice issues, that's typically pretty interesting. It's pretty good. As far as when they talk about sports, sometimes I take it serious, sometimes I don't. I guess it just depends on what it is. If it's anything that has to do with drama, like drama, or a player did something that they really shouldn't have done, I'm tuned in. Like, I want to know what they have to say about it, because I love how Shannon always has like these old country sayings and stuff like that. That's actually a lot of times pretty deep, some of the stuff Shannon say. and it's pretty profound. And I'm like, oh, this is kind of interesting. I'm into this. And then when it comes to Skip, I like Skip. I don't take Skip serious anymore as far as a Cowboys Spurs fan. I can't stand it when you talk about the Cowboys, because the Cowboys are trash and we've always been trash, but he'll just try to act like we're so great. And then when it comes to the Spurs, he will dog on the Spurs and call us trash when we've always been great. So it's like, I don't take him serious as a Spurs or Cowboys fan. It's good that we have a fan at all on television. Apart from Michelle Beagle, is that her name? She's great. But yeah, I don't take him too serious. But it is fun. It is fun to watch Skip and Shannon talk about anything that has to do with drama or even social justice stuff. It is good. It's good. It's not corny, over the top, preachy. It's none of that. It's actually cool. Some of the stuff they have to say. Right with you, man. Molly is annoying as F. Hey, with all the injuries happening at the same time to Lonnie, Derek White, Keldon, it's Fazel's time to shine. What he brings. Yeah, I think that's gonna happen too. I definitely think it's Fazel. Some people asked like if they thought or was asking they think Trey Jones is gonna play. I don't know if Trey Jones will play early on. Definitely Fazel. Honestly, I'm being honest with you guys. I don't think this season lasts that long. I don't think it's gonna work without the bubble. I'm just being honest. I don't. Just mark this video, save it, that I said this. I do not think it's gonna last, and that's just me. I don't think this season's gonna last. I don't. I think it's gonna be over before it started. Similar to what's going on with basketball. I mean, not basketball, with football. I think it's gonna be something like that. Like, it's gonna be a lot of players going against the rules, suspensions. It just, you're not gonna be able to control it. Okay, and then with it getting worse, with the virus only getting worse, there's no way it lasts. There's no way. Yeah, COVID's too much of a danger. Yeah, it's no way. It's not gonna last. I think it's gonna be over. Like I said, it's gonna be over before it started. We already got players, coming out as having it, but at the same time, dude, it's just. Yeah, like some of the rules, like they're saying they're not gonna let nightclubs let players in and stuff like. It's like, bruh, that ain't gonna work. These players are gonna have their own parties. Like, you can't stop them from doing what they're gonna do. Now, you can in a bubble. You leave, you get suspended. You got, it's really smart the way you do it, but you're not gonna be able to do it with this. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to do it. It's not gonna work. But we'll see. We'll see. All right, guys, I'm about to go ahead and get off. I'll get with you guys later. I'll be on OOC tonight. Check that out. And also, like I said, please join the group chat. We're trying to get that popping. But yeah, if you want to join the group chat, the link's below. I got all caps chat. And just click that link, download the Flick app, and it'll bring you straight there. But yeah. All right, next time, guys. Deuces.